All right, now look, today we are going to be making Haitian spaghetti. Now, I told you guys that I was about to start my venture into making all things Haitian cuisine, but I figured before we get into any of the recipes that might be a little bit more on the complex side, let's start with something a little bit easier. Now, for those of you that don't know, Haitian spaghetti is typically served for breakfast, and it is also served alongside hard-boiled eggs. We're going to be doing the full experience today. Now, by no means am I saying that this is the most authentic recipe, but I've done lots of research, so I have a feeling that you guys will be proud of me. Let's get into the ingredients, shall we? You're going to need ketchup, épices. Now, for those of you that don't know what that is a wet green seasoning. It is super traditional, super flavorful. I've already posted the recipe on how to make that, so check that out. Garlic powder, chicken bouillon powder, whatever type of marinara sauce that you like, does not have to be anything fancy. Parsley flake, the Badia's complete seasoning, Sazon tropical. If you can't find the tropical, regular Sazon is fine. Just use one single packet. Onion powder, garlic. We have spaghetti, peppers. You can use whatever colors you would like. I have one large sweet onion, 2 habanero peppers. If you can find Scotch bonnet, absolutely use it. Tomato paste, some thyme, and then I have 8 beef hot dogs. If you do not want to use hot dogs, you can use sausages, but from what I've understood, hot dogs is what's traditional. You see that? You see that? You see that? Don't ask me for the damn ingredient list. Come on, child. All right, so first things first, before we get too far into this, I actually want to go on ahead and kind of season up the water that we're going to be cooking the pasta in. And by seasoning, I honestly just mean the fresh herbs. We're going to be putting in a little bit of the thyme leaves, and we're also going to be putting in one of our habaneros. This is going to release a lot of flavor into this water. Once the water comes up to a boil, that's when we will add in the salt and the pasta. So as far as the veggies are concerned, you can kind of slice them down as big or as small as you would like. It really all is just a matter of preference. I'm going to cut them into nice thin strips, and I'm going to treat this the same to all of my peppers as well as the onion. So I'm going to cut them down to about matchstick sizes. So I'm going to do that to all the peppers and the onion, and then I will be right back. How many of y'all are excited about this Haitian series that I'm going to be doing? I don't know how many recipes I'm going to do just yet, but I would love for you guys to leave some names of some recipes that y'all would like for me to try. Because none of these I will be claiming as my own. So, if you have a recipe that you would like for me to try out, I can give it a try and, test it out before I put it out to the world and see what adjustments I would like to make to it. But I'm totally open, so leave it down in the comment section. I appreciate you, honey. Okay, so I have my red bell pepper, my green bell pepper, my orange, and my onion sliced up. Now, in regards to this, you guys can use as much or as little as you would like. This is going to be about the perfect amount for what I'm working with today. Now, let's move on to chopping down some garlic. Now, baby, from what I hear, the Haitians love them some garlic. So I decided to use about that much, but I know all my Haitian friends are probably going to say, honey, that's still not enough. Go ahead and chop it down to a nice mince. Okay, so next up, let's go ahead and chop down our hot dogs. Now, you can chop them up as big or as small as you would like. I'm just going to simply do them in medallions. And there you have it. So let's give a quick rundown. We have our pack of our hot dogs here already chopped up, our garlic, and then back here we have our mix of our peppers and our onions. Now let's head over to the pot and let's start to cook off the hot dogs. Okay, so the first things we're going to do is we're going to add in some vegetable oil to the bottom of the pan. I probably just put in about 4 to 6 tablespoons altogether. Now, I'm not going to lie. Now, some of the videos and recipes that I was looking at and studying, they use a lot more oil, but I just can't bring myself to use that much oil. So we're going to start with this much. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and add in our hot dogs. All right, y'all, now that my hot dogs have some nice coloring on them, I'm going to go on ahead and take these out and sit these to the side. I will add them back in the pot momentarily, but for right now, you can go on ahead and take them out of the pot. Leave the oil in the pan and make sure your stove is only at about a medium heat. Next, we're going to go on ahead and add in our peppers and our onions. Now that my water is about to come up to a boil, I'm going to go in with some kosher salt to make sure my water is salty like the sea, honey. I'm now going to go ahead and add in the garlic. I'm now going to go in and add in a tablespoon of tomato paste, that's about 2 tablespoons, because I want this nice and red, and we're going to allow this to cook off for a few moments. And then, of course, I got to add in my épices. You can add in more if you would like. I added in 2 ladlefuls. Boy, the smell in this kitchen. My God, on today. Jesus. I've just added in a half a tablespoon of the chicken Nora powder. We're going to add in 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of the tropical sazon. Again, if you can't find the tropical, just use 1 packet of the regular. That's totally fine. And 1 teaspoon of the Badia Complete Seasoning. Give all of that a mix. Woo, boy. This is waking it up. Them seasonings, honey. Let that stuff toast up. Yeah, baby. Yes, sir. You can already see how it's just taking on such a beautiful, rich color. We're now going to go in with 3/4 of a cup of the marinara sauce and 2 tablespoons of ketchup. Give all of this a good mix and then turn the heat on low. Go on ahead and add in the pasta and cook it just until right before it's al dente. I'll say no more than 6-7 minutes. You want to make sure that you are continuously mixing this so that nothing sticks and burns to the bottom. But this right here, baby, this is flavor. This is about to be some good damn eating. You can now throw back in those hot dogs. Give that a good mix. Whew. Boy, this is flavor. I'm telling y'all, by turning the heat on low and just allowing this to like continue to cook for like 10-15 minutes, there's just so much flavor that's being developed in this pan right now. You have all of the spices and the seasonings coming in from the épices. Then you have the fresh peppers, the onions, the garlic. And also, if you guys wanted to throw in a Scotch bonnet or a habanero pepper directly in this, you also could. But we're going to be getting in some additional spice in a few moments. You guys are going to see where that's coming from. But I just wanted to point out, you know, allow this some time to really cook. And as long as you continuously mix it with that oil that's mixed in there, you don't really have to worry about it sticking too much. But I still like to make sure that throughout that 15 minutes, I'm going in and I'm just mixing it. Because, baby, this is Flavor Town. Okay. And like I said, they eat it with boiled eggs, so I have my boiled eggs going in the back. Now, remember, I told you we were going to get an extra element that was going to add some heat to this recipe. So this water right here, this is some good water. This is infused with that habanero pepper and the thyme, and you're also going to be getting the added benefits that's of the starch that's been released from the pasta. Not only is this going to add some additional flavor, but this is also going to thicken up our sauce. So I'm going to start off with 1 ladleful. Give this a mix around, see how I like the consistency, and then I'll decide in a few moments if I would like to add any more to it. But I'm telling you, don't throw away that pasta water. It's going to add great flavor to the overall dish. And just as an FYI, if you are a person that wants to have a little bit more crunch on your veggies, all you simply have to do is put half of them in the beginning process of cooking, and then in the last maybe 2 or 3 minutes, then you can throw them in so that you'll have more that has crunch. I like mine completely soft, so that's the reason why I've cooked mine the way that I have. My pasta is all done, so we can go on ahead and add our delicious pasta directly to the pot. And let's give it a mix. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do y'all see what I see? Hey, do you see what I see? Yes, sir. Boy, I feel like this shit gonna be hot enough to burn the devil. And I want y'all to look at something. You see how it's not swimming in sauce, but it's also not dry? And it's the perfect amount of oil, to be quite frank. The perfect amount of oil. It's coming off the bottom just right. The sauce is clinging onto the noodles just right. Baby, this is ready to go. Let's plate it up, honey. And that right there, my friends, is how I make my Haitian spaghetti. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And I hope I did y'all proud, honey, because I think it looks damn good if you ask me. I think it's time we're going for a taste test, honey. Now, y'all know damn well I do not be filming this late at night. And I also just want y'all to know this will be my first time tasting this at all. I have not tested it for seasonings. I have no idea if the pasta is fully cooked. I don't know if it's too spicy. I have no idea because I wanted my first time trying Haitian style spaghetti to be with y'all. So here we go. I am excited, but also kind of terrified because I really don't know how spicy this is about to be. But we about to find out. All right, here go the first bite. Okay. I'm sorry. Wait. What was that? What was that? What was that? So remember that time when I decided that I don't think I'm going to make spaghetti any other way ever again? This is incredible! Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.